Hello YouTube, my name is Transient Lion, and today's topic is one that I find very interesting to think about. Um, Today we're discussing, by the end of Z, is Goku the strongest character in the series? I know that if we take Super into account, we're just like, oh yeah, there's Broly, and there's Beerus, and obviously Goku isn't the strongest when we take into account those kinds of characters, but based on the characters introduced and available by the end of the original run of the manga, would Goku be considered the strongest character in Dragon Ball? And I know the immediate thing that people are going to bring up is Vegito, but I'm going to go ahead and discredit him because obviously he's like way stronger because he's a fusion between Goku and Vegeta. So obviously he's going to dwarf everyone else in the Buu saga. So I think the first thing to take into account is that the second strongest of the main cast in as of the Buu saga is, as always, Vegeta. And I think that's in no uncertain terms because Goku and Vegeta both fought pretty equally in Super Saiyan 2. And I know that Goku was in Super Saiyan 2 for a good portion of the Kid Buu fight, but I'll get to Kid Buu in a second. Um, yeah, Vegeta got his shit absolutely pushed in by Fat Buu, and yeah, Vegeta absolutely got his shit pushed in by Fat Buu, and Goku was equal to him at the time. You could say, oh, Vegeta was tired or something, but like later in the series, later in the same arc, Goku even states that, oh, he pretty much directly says, oh yeah, I can't beat that guy. Look what he did to Vegeta. You might be, you might be thinking, oh, this is him trying to just hide Super Saiyan 3, but even in Super Saiyan 3, Goku was more of a match for Kid Buu, or not Kid Buu, Goku was more of a match for Fat Buu, um, but he definitely, uh, I'm not going to say that he was going to lose that fight, but he wasn't like having the easiest time in the world. He wasn't just like it wasn't like a Raccoon versus Vegeta situation where it's just like one character is obviously way superior and the other is just like taking all of the abuse. Like no, that's not what happened in that fight. Like Goku might have been a bit stronger than him, or Goku might have been a bit stronger than Buu at that time, but um, I definitely don't believe that Buu was at so much of a disadvantage that he would have lost if the fight had continued. At least not like super easily. So yeah, now that we have Fat Buu taken into account, we can sort of figure out from there how things tend to go. And I think Super Buu is a very obvious measuring tool that we can use to figure out the individual non-Vegito characters that are stronger than Goku in the Buu saga. So, yeah. We don't even really need to go that far either, because the first time Goten and Trunks fuse into Gotenks, they actually go out and find Fat Boo, and they kind of just push his shit in for a little bit. Um, like, they actually do that, and, I know they took Boo off guard at first, but, like, even though Boo isn't the most consistent with his durability, like, he does let people that are far weaker than him, like, splatter him and, like, destroy entire limbs. But, like, when Boo wants to take... when Boo wants to tank something, he can tank it. And I feel like, how easily Gotenks, and I think this was even before they got Super Saiyan 3, was stomping Fat Boo like that. We can already know that, like, Gotenks should be stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And, that's the thing. Gotenks gets even stronger after Goten and Trunks train in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. This is most obvious with the use of Super Saiyan 3, but, like, you know, as the components of the fusion get stronger, so does the fusion. And, like, alright, you might be wondering, okay then, so that's not a singular character. That's still a fusion. It's like Vegito logic, right? But, like, even if we do take Gotenks out of the equation entirely, we still have Super Boo. And Super Boo was able to match up against Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks pretty easily. Well, I mean, not necessarily easily, they were more like equals, but, like, still. He was able to trade blows with Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, and then later on, Mystic Gohan shows up and starts, like, uber stomping him. And I think you've noticed that this goes way past Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So, yeah. I do really like how the, like, strongest individual member of the Z Fighters in the Buu Saga that isn't a fusion is actually Gohan. Like, a lot of people absolutely do say that Gohan was shit on, and I'm not even going to argue against that, because yes, he does lose against Super Buu. He does lose pretty hard against Super Buu once he absorbs Gotenks and Piccolo. But, yeah. Goku kind of couldn't fight against Super Buu on his own. That's absolutely not even in question. But then we go to Kid Buu. Like, yeah, I'm skipping over Buuhan, but, like, we don't really need to, because obviously Vegito is the one who, like, scales off of him. And, like, Buuhan is probably the strongest incarnation of Buu. With that said, why do I say that when Kid Buu is the one that is fought last? Well, simply put, Kid Buu is what happens when Buu, like, spits out everyone that he has ever absorbed. So, and, like, we just showed off that, like, Super Buu was, like, very obviously a showing that that Buu gets stronger when he absorbs people. And so, I don't think that rule gets immediately overturned when, I don't think that rule immediately gets overturned when fucking, he spits everyone out and becomes the original Buu. It's just that Kid Buu is, like, bloodlusted at all times. It's just that Kid Buu is bloodlusted at all times and like immediately goes for the kill. Like he doesn't know how to hold back. He's always he's always giving it all, going for the kill, shit like that. You know, except for when he's toying around. So maybe not always, but like yeah, Kid Buu is just Buu without any inhibitions, while the other forms might be limited by personality traits. I think the way to explain it is Super Buu is the most powerful, but Kid Buu is the most dangerous. And I think, like, not even talking about all of this stuff, we can just show the kinds of characters that Kid Buu scales to. Because he was easily he was easily stomping Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta and Fat Buu after grabbing him and pulling him out of his body like a fucking cartoon character. And the character he was most even with was Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Like, I know Goku fought him in Super Saiyan 2 for a little bit, but but Buu was clearly not taking Goku seriously at that point. So, yeah. I think it's more likely to assume that Super Buu is the strongest one. And, because, he was fighting characters that very clearly have, like, feats that go way above Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And, yeah. Like, Goku's still very impressive in this arc. He fights characters that plenty of the cast would, like, insta-die to, or get absorbed by. But I do like that about... I do like that about the initial, like, endpoint of the Dragon Ball series. Goku isn't the strongest character in the main cast, but he isn't really meant to be. And that's okay. So yeah, I don't know how to end this, so bye, I guess.